Dear students, welcome to Army Public School PMA Resource Network. Before going to start this lesson of mathematics, please subscribe this page and click on bell icon to receive the notification from our channel. In this lesson of mathematics, we will learn about multiplication and division. In this video, we will discuss the topics multiplying by one-digit number and multiplying by two-digit numbers. These topics are from week 7 of our syllabus. The learning objectives of these topics are to multiply numbers up to 4 digits with one digit number, and the second objective is to multiply numbers up to 3 digits with two digit numbers. Students, before going to proceed towards the topic, that is multiplying 3-digit number by one-digit number, first of all, we should know what is to multiply. In math, to multiply means to add equal groups. When we multiply, the number of things in the group increases. The two factors and the products are parts of a multiplication problem. For example, when we multiply 6 and 9, we get the answer 54. Here, 6 and 9 are the factors and 54 is the product. To understand multiplication as repeated addition, here is another example. Example is, there are 5 groups of chickens. Each group has 3 chickens. How many chickens are there in all? As you can see, there are 5 groups and there are 3 chickens in each group. Now, we can get our answer either by addition or by multiplication. Add to find the total chickens. The answer is 15. And when we multiply to find the total chicken, the answer is again 15. So, there are 15 chickens in all. Let us learn how to multiply a 3-digit number by one-digit number. Here are 7 beautiful birds, as you can see here. And each bird has 672 berries. Now, how many berries did they have in all? To find the answer, we have to multiply the number of berries each bird eats with the total number of birds, that is 7. Now step 1. Multiply the ones, that is 2, with the 7. The answer is 14. Regroup the 14 ones as 4 ones and 1 tens. Now in step 2, we will multiply 7 tens with 7. The answer will be 49 tens. Now we will add 1 which is carried over here in 49 tens. The answer will come, that is 50. Now we will regroup 50 as 0 tens and 5 hundreds. In step 3, we will multiply 6 hundreds by 7. The answer is 4200. Again in 4200 we will add 500 carry. The answer will be 4700. When we will regroup 4700, it will be 700 and 4000s. So the birds had 4704 berries in all. Here we will learn how to find multiplication of 4-digit number by 1-digit number. Example is, find the product of 3769 and 2. The method which we will follow to solve this example is regrouping the numbers. Now, to solve the example, first we have placed the numbers in place value chart, that is 9 at ones place, 6 at tens place, 7 at hundred place and 3 at thousand place. Now to perform the multiplication, step 1 is multiply the ones, that is 9 ones multiply by 2. The answer is 18. Now we will rearrange 18 as 8 at ones place and 1 at tens place. In step 2, we will multiply the tens, that is 6 tens multiply by 2. The answer is 12. Now we will add the carried over here, that is 1 in 12. The answer comes 13. Now we will regroup 13 as 3 tens and 1 hundreds. In step 3, we will multiply the hundreds, that is 700 multiply by 2. The answer is 1400 plus 1 which is carried over here. The answer comes 1500. Now we will rearrange 1500 as 500 place and 1 at 1000 place. In step 4, we will multiply the 1000, that is 3000 into 2. When we multiply these two numbers, the answer comes 6000. Now we will add carried, that is 1 in the 6000 which becomes 7000. So our product, when we multiply 3769 and 2, comes 7538. And here we will learn how we multiply any number with 10 or multiples of 10. For multiplication by 10, we get the answer by following a pattern, that is by putting a 0 at the end of the number. For example, when we multiply 2 with 10, the answer is 20. When we multiply a number by 10, the product is the number with 1 0 to its right. Similarly, when we multiply any number by 100, again we get the answer or the product, which is the number with 2 zeros to its right. Our next topic is multiplication of 3-digit number by 2-digit number. Let us find the product of 267 and 25. Students, to find the product, we divide the whole process into 3 steps. Step 1 is we multiply 267 by the digit which is at ones place of the multiplier. Here the digit at ones place is 5. So we multiply 267 with 5. So 7 multiplied by 5 equals to 35. So we regroup here 5 at ones place and 3 at tens place. Next 6 multiplied by 5 equals to 30 plus 3 which is carried over here, it becomes 33. So we write 3 at tens place and 3 at hundred place. In next step we multiply 2 with 5, that is 2 5s are 10 plus 3 which is carried over here, it becomes 13. So 1335 and we call it as first partial product. In step 2 we multiply 267 by the digit which is at tens place of the multiplier. Here the digit is 2, so we have to multiply 267 by 20. So we put 0 under the 5 of the ones place. Next 2 multiplied by 7 equals to 14. We write 4 here and ones as carry. Next 2 multiplied by 6 equals to 12 plus this carried over here, it becomes 13. So we write 3 at hundred place and 1 at carry. Now 2 multiplied by 2 equals to 4 plus 1 which is equals to 5. So we call 5340 as second partial product. In step 3, we will add both the partial products. That is first partial product, that is 1335, and second partial product, that is 5340, and answer becomes, that is 5, 7, 3 plus 3 6 and 5 plus 1 6. So our product is 6675. Here is the success criteria, that is few important points that you have to remember before going to solve your assignments. These points are: multiply the one digit number with ones, then the tens, then the hundreds, and then the thousands digit. Next is add a 0 to the end of the number when multiplying by 10. Align the numbers in the correct order, that is ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. Put in the 0 at the correct place, and the last is add to get the final answer. Here is the assignment, that is you have to practice from textbook pages 41, 43 and 44, and from workbook pages 32 to 37. After completing the assignment, you have to take the clear picture and send it to student.apms.pk. Now we will move toward week 8 of our syllabus. The topics from week 8 are dividing by one digit number, and the second topic is solving word problems. The learning objectives of these topics are to divide numbers up to 4 digit by a one digit number, Solve word problems involving multiplication and division. Students, what is division? The division is a method of distributing a group of things into equal parts. It is one of the four basic operations of arithmetics, which gives a fair result of sharing. The division is an operation which is inverse of multiplication, that is, it is opposite to multiplication. If three groups of 4 make 12 multiplication, then 12 divided into 3 equal groups gives 4 in each group in division. Now, what is the main goal of division? The main goal of the division is to see how many equal groups or how many in each group when sharing fairly. For example, there are 16 balls and 4 boxes. Now, how to put 16 balls into 4 equal sized boxes? To solve this, we have to divide 16 by 4. So, when we divide 16 by 4, we get the answer. Hence, there are 4 balls in each box. Now, what is mathematical notation for division? Students, there are various signs which are used for divisions. These signs are either you can use this one or this one. For example, 8 divided by 2 or 8/2. Now, what are special names for each character in division? Students, each part involved in a division equation has a special name. These names are dividend, divisor, and quotient. Now, what is dividend? The dividend is the number that is being divided in the division process. Now, what is divisor? The number by which dividend is being divided by is called divisor. And the third one is quotient. A quotient is a result obtained in the division process. That is, answer is called quotient. For example, if we have number 18 divided by 3 equals to 6, now here 18 is dividend, 3 is divisor and 6 is quotient. So, in the above process where we divide 16 balls into 4 equal groups, the dividend is 16, the divisor is 4 and thus the quotient is 4. Now what is the remainder? The remainder is the portion of the dividend that is left over after division. For example, on dividing 83 by 2, there is a leftover of 1. It's mean 83 divided by 2 equals to 41 and R equals to 1. This R is remainder. Here R stands for remainder. 83 is dividend, 2 is divisor, 41 is quotient and 1 is remainder. Now, what is long division? In maths, long division is a method used for dividing large numbers into groups or parts. Long division helps in breaking the division problem into a sequence of easier steps. Just like all division problems, a large number, which is the dividend, is divided by another number which is called the divisor to give the result called the quotient and sometimes a remainder. Now question arises, how do you do long division? The answer is, the long division method involves basic maths operations. To divide two numbers using this method, a table is drawn. The divisor is written outside the right parenthesis while the dividend is placed within. The quotient is written above the over bar on the top of the dividend. You can see here that this is the divisor which is written outside the right parenthesis. This is the dividend which is placed within, and here it is quotient which is written above the bar on the top of the dividend, and this is the remainder. Students, long division involves 5 steps. These steps are, the first is divide, the second is multiply, that is we have to multiply. The third is we have to subtract. The fourth one is we have to bring down, and the last is repeat or remainder. Here we will learn division of 3-digit number by 1-digit number. There are few steps to simple division. Let us see these steps for finding the quotient for the number 512 by 8. Students, the first step is to compare the digits. Here we will compare the leftmost digit of the dividend with the divisor. The leftmost digit is 5 and the digit of the divisor is 8. So we compare 5 and 8. As 5 is less than 8, so we consider 51 together. As you can see, 51 is greater than 8. So by using the table of 8, let us find the product which is equals to or less than and nearest to the digit of the dividend. The nearest product here is 48, that is 6 multiplied by 8 equals to 48. So write 6 in the quotient at the tens place and 48 under 51. Now subtract 48 from 51, we get 3. Our next step is we will compare 3 and 8. As 3 is less than 8, so we bring down the digit which is at ones place. The digit here at ones place is 2, so we bring it down. Now our digit is 32, so we compare 32 and 8. Now as 32 is greater than 8, so we can divide it by 8. Here 4 multiplied by 8 equals to 32. So we will write 4 in the ones place in the quotient and 32 under 32. Now subtract 32 from 32. The answer is 0. Now it's time to check our answer by using the relation dividend equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. By putting the value dividend equals to 512, divisor equals to 8 multiplied by quotient which is equals to 64 plus the remainder which is 0. That is 512 equals to 512, which indicates that our answer is correct. How about solving one more example, but This time we will take a 4-digit number. It would be more interesting. Now, what is the quotient for 6326 by 2? Children, here also we will use the same process explained in previous example. We start with the comparing digits in the thousand place. The digit in the thousand place is 6. That is greater than 2. So 6 can be divided by 2. Here we use the table of 2 such that the product is equals to 0, less than and nearest to 6. As you can see here, 3 multiplied by 2 equals to 6. Here we write the 3 above the 6 in the thousands place and 6 under the 6. Here we subtract 6 from 6, the remainder is 0. So we write the remainder in the thousand place. Now bring down 3 in the hundred place. As you can see, by comparing, 3 is greater than 2, so we can divide 3 by 2. So we look in the table of 2, 1 multiplied by 2 equals to 2. So we write 2 under the 3 in the hundred place and 1 above the 3 in the quotient. Now we subtract 2 from 3. The remainder is 1, which we write in the hundred column. Again we bring 2, which is at tens place, down. Now the digit becomes 12. Now we will see in the table of 2 where comes 12. That is, the 12 comes when we multiply 6 by 2. So we write 6 in the quotient and 12 under the 12. Again we subtract 12 from 12. The remainder is 0. So we bring down 6. Now again 2 multiplied by 3 equals to 6. So we write 3 at ones place in the quotient and 6 under the 6. Next we subtract 6 from 6. The remainder is 0. Now it's time to check our calculation by using the relation dividend equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. 6326 equals to 2 multiplied by 3163 plus 0. So 6326 plus 0. Here 6326 equals to 6326. So our calculation is correct. To understand the word problem, let us solve an example. This example is from your book. Example is a laptop cost $1099 and a tablet cost $499. What is the total cost of 4 such laptops and 6 such tablets. Solution is cost of one laptop equals to $1,099. Now what will be the cost of 4 laptops? Students, to find the costs of 4 laptops, we multiply the cost of one laptop with 4. So 4 multiplied by 1099 equals to $4,396. Now cost of one tablet equals to $499. So cost of 6 tablets equals to 6 multiplied by 499, which is equals to $2,994. Now we will move towards our next topic, that is words problem of multiplication and division. Students, a word problem is a few sentences describing a real life scenario where a problem needs to be solved by way of mathematical calculation. To solve word problems, read the question 2 to 3 times always. Sort out the given part and the part asked. If a whole amount is given and value of each is asked, then division function is to be done. And if the total amount is to be found and the amount of single item is given, then multiplication is to be done. Here is the success criteria. You have to remember these few points before solving your assignment. Use the correct sign, division for division. Identify the quotient and the remainder in the division sums. Use capital R to represent the remainder. Estimate to check the answer. Follow the steps for solving word problems. Here is your assignment. Your assignment is from textbook practice pages 51 question 4 and page 52 question 1 and 2, from workbook pages 38 to 42. You have to do your assignment on squared loose sheets. After completing your assignment, you have to take clear picture of your work and send it to student.apms.pk. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.